If you're about to submit your 3 review videos for on-site commissions in the influence program, and you're looking for a few more tips to make sure that you get approved and not rejected, then this video is for you, because unfortunately, a lot of people get rejected, and a lot of times they don't understand why they keep getting rejected, so they have to apply all over again. And so in this video, I'm going to break down 4 tips that I guarantee will get you approved into the program for on-site commissions. And I've used these 4 tips to get approved for 3 separate Amazon influencer accounts, and I've helped hundreds of others get approved using these tactics, so I know that they work. And so stick around to the very end, and I promise you, you will get approved. And my name is Mark Mckellar. If you have any questions about anything in this video, comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe. And if you do, I will continue to post about how to help you make more money on Amazon every week. Let's dive in. I'm going to be pulling out these tips from my Amazon approval kit, which I'll link down below in the video description if you want your own copy. I guarantee you will get approved for on-site commissions or even with a brand new social media account using everything in this guide. So I'm going to break these suggestions into 4 main parts. The first part is explaining everything you need to know about the approval process for on-site commissions. And the second part will be everything you need to know about how to record correctly, meaning what kind of devices you should record on, and more importantly, what you should and shouldn't say, and what you should and should not show when demonstrating a product during a review. And then number 3 will be all about how to pick a good product to review for on-site commissions. It really depends. You want to go really safe on this part, so I'll explain later. And then number 4, we'll dive into how to upload your videos correctly, addressing things like titles, thumbnails, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started with the application process. It's pretty simple. You just got approved with your social media account, and you need to submit 3 review videos for a real person from Amazon to watch and approve or reject, okay? First of all, only submit 3. Do not submit more or less, and submit all 3 of your videos at once, okay? The video length should be anywhere from at least 60 seconds, maybe 3 minutes. I would say 4 minutes max, but no need to go longer than that, okay? So only 3 review videos. Quick story, my first time I submitted like 10, and Amazon reviewed and had to go through all 10. And if they found just one that they rejected, then I was not in good shape. So like only submit 3 videos, okay? Now, when you submit them, someone will watch the videos and they're gonna approve or reject them within about 5 days. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, maybe 3, maybe 7 days at most, but you should be hearing back within about 5 days on average. And when they come back to you and report if you got approved or not, if you've been approved, you're going to get a notification saying you've been approved, and you can start posting more review videos on Amazon. And once you get approved for on-site commissions, the video approving process is not as strict, meaning every time you post a new review, they don't look at it very in depth like they are this time, if that makes sense. But more importantly, you're going to know if you've been approved or not if you still see that blue lock on your Amazon storefront when you click manage content. So if you still see the blue lock, you're not approved quite yet. If the blue lock is gone and you can see your reporting stats, then you have been approved. If you want more information about what the blue lock is exactly, I'm going to leave a video linked above where I go more in depth on what it is, what you need to know about it, etc. Now you have 3 chances to get these 3 videos approved for on-site commissions, meaning if you submit 3 videos and they get rejected or one of them gets rejected, then you have 2 more tries. And if you get rejected a second time, then you have 1 more try. And worst case scenario, if you get rejected a 3rd time, you're gonna have to reapply all over again with a new social media account. So it's really important that you get approved for on-site commissions this time and this time only. When it comes to how to record your review videos, pretty straightforward. You can use a computer or a mobile phone. You know, it really doesn't matter in my opinion. You can show your face if you want to. You don't have to show your face. I don't mind showing my face and demonstrating it. But you can also not show your face. And also with how to record with your desktop, you can use a screen sharing software like OBS, or I personally use Loom, L-O-O-M. And what you can do is when it records, just have it be like a normal web camera, but within Loom, you can edit the video, you can trim it if you want. It's pretty sweet. I'll leave a link down below if you want to use it, but that's personally what I use as far as on a desktop. And then with my phone, I will just use my iPhone. And I have this little neck tripod. I know it looks stupid, but it works, because what you can do is if you have a magnetic back, go ahead, slap it on there, and I'll literally wear this around my neck, and it makes demonstrating and showing a product so easy. Like, it is 100% worth it. Even though I look like a doofus, it is worth it. Or if you wanted to use like a little tripod, I recommend buying something small like this to put in your phone on. You don't need a monstrous huge tripod to record with your phone, okay? But when you go to upload, you can upload on your mobile or desktop. I'll show you later how to do that. But that's personally what I do. Like I said, I personally recommend just recording on your desktop, like your webcam, if you can. But that's how you can record either one of those, mobile or desktop. Now let's talk more about what you should be saying in your review video, okay? First and foremost, you want to demonstrate the product, meaning you want to start off the video by saying, hey, this is my review of this Husky pocket knife, okay? And why you should actually introduce a product like that, like there's a reason, is because when you post review videos onto Amazon, what's going to happen is over time, about 3 to 4 weeks after you submit a video, is they're going to take that video and they're going to place it onto other Amazon product pages within the same category, okay? So like that's a good thing, because that means that people who are shopping for a different kind of pocket knife could see my video and watch it and buy that product, okay? If that makes sense. So overall, it's a net positive thing. Like you can only earn more commissions from this. But with that being said, it's good to introduce the product so that someone has an idea of what you're actually talking about in that video. So introduce the product. Next, you want to demonstrate, educate, and describe the product. Okay. I like to always talk about why I purchased the product to start off with, because then it has a little bit more congruency as far as like why I'm actually reviewing this product in general. But I do like to educate and to demonstrate it, meaning I'll show how to open up the knife, how to close it. Maybe I'll show putting it in my pocket. So like I want to demonstrate how it's actually used in real life and not just kind of like show it like this. So if you can, actually show you using the product if possible, and give like or one or two real life use cases of how you use that product in real life. And that way it'll be a lot more relatable and a lot more real. And honestly, it'll be a lot more easy to talk about in your video. Real quick, if you want to learn more on how to get approved into the influencer program or how to increase your commissions month after month, I have a free guide, the Amazon Influencer Cheat Code, that I'll link down below in the video description. It'll tell you everything you need to know about the influencer program, and think of it as my free gift to you for watching this video. Also inside the guide is a link to my Facebook group, which you can join for free, where you can ask questions, get more help, and learn the best practices for the influencer program. Like I said, this guide is in the video description. Make sure to grab your free copy. And the last thing is just to be honest about the product, like honest with your experience using the product. Honestly, this is really important for the 3 review videos for Onsite commissions. Once you get approved into the program, like I said, they don't watch all of your videos as intensely, or meaning if a video gets rejected or gets taken down from your storefront, you're not going to be like huge, like heavily penalized and get your account taken away. You just have to change the video. But especially with these 3 review videos, just be honest and just be real, and really kind of see yourself as a impartial third party of just explaining the product, your experience, and that's it. Okay. So that's what you should say. Now let's get into what you should not say. This is even more important, because this list is full of things that usually get people rejected for on-site commissions, and they don't even know it. And so this is like the part where you actually really want to pay attention. The first thing you shouldn't talk about is any kind of private information, meaning where you live, what your address is, what country you're in, your weight, your height, just different personal information that you do not want to disclose. Meaning, and this is also a good point to say, if you're going to review like maybe a protein powder or like a cosmetic or like makeup or stuff that really kind of brings out like an overall transformation, you have to be careful, because sometimes like products that we take or like that we put on our body, whatever, they produce like this transformation, and that makes us want to just talk about the transformation. And a lot of times like that brings up personal information. And so that's why like for your 3 review videos, maybe stay away from like supplements or makeup or lotion, stuff like that. The next thing is any kind of defamatory language. If you review a product and it honestly is like junky or garbage, you don't want to say this product is pretty junky or it sucks or it's kind of garbage. You don't want to say anything like that. Reword it and say something like the wooden part on this knife is not very soft, or the plastic on this product is actually very loose and not very strong at all. So word it differently. Don't just say those kinds of words like junk or crap or this product sucks or anything like that. Next is any kind of call to actions. So in your video, you don't want to say anything like, hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up so that my profile can get more traction. Or you don't want to say anything like, if you really like this video, like go to my storefront and click on my Instagram account and follow me there. Any reason to bring the viewer off Amazon is not good. And that usually starts with like a call to action. Okay, so don't have any kind of like call to action or signal for your videos, especially for these on-site commission videos. Just a few more things. You don't want to mention the price point of the product. You don't want to mention if it's on discount because that's variable. That changes over time. You don't want to mention any kind of like promotion or time sensitive information about the product, meaning you have to buy this right now or else it's going to go off sale after Prime Day. You don't want to say anything like that. With that being said, you don't want to display or talk about any kind of numbers or show any numbers. That means license plates. That means numbers on the product, anything like that. Because what happens is Amazon will look at the video, and if they see even a few numbers that maybe look like a license plate or a phone number, but it's not, but if it just looks like it, then they will be like that's a no-go. Okay, so just like erase it completely from these 3 videos. And then the very last thing I kind of touched on this is never mention any kind of like medical claims or any kind of, I promise you will feel better if you take this product. You will get stronger if you take this whey protein powder. Nothing like that. Those are a few of the things you should and should not say. Now, I quickly want to talk about what you shouldn't show in your video. You should not show any kind of barcodes of the product. If there is a barcode on the product or the packaging, either cover it up with your hand or put tape around it. Do not show the barcode whatsoever. And of course, any kind of personal information. Next, you don't want to review any kind of products that are not sold on Amazon. I know that should be obvious, but like just make sure it is sold on Amazon. You don't want to have any kind of signs in the background that says subscribe or any kind of big graphics or posters of like brands, anything like that. You want to be an impartial third-party reviewer, and that includes what's in the background. With that being said, when I recorded one of my review videos for on-site commissions, they rejected them because I had a bunch of books on that desk. Who would have thought? But I removed them and then I got approved the next time. So just have a clean background, nothing crazy. And of course, no Amazon logos, especially no Amazon logos on your social media account, but especially on the review video. Next, you don't want to show any kind of children or show or talk about any kind of alcoholic products or smoking products, anything like that. And then of course, what you do want to show is you want to show the product very clearly and up close, up front. You want to show the features. You want to talk from experience, and you just want to show the whole video is about the product, not about you. You are the translator, if you will. You're just the person carrying the message, and the message is the product. So just show and demonstrate the product. You can do that through a video like this, or you don't have to show your face and just show with your phone. Simple as that. Now, my 3-step framework on what kinds of products you should review for on-site commissions is 1, pick a product that is easy for you personally to talk about. And typically that will mean a product that you've used a lot, that you know a lot about. And that confidence, that free-flowing talking about the product will just come out in the review video, and it'll be a lot more natural, and you're less likely to make mistakes, and you're more likely to just draw upon personal experience because it's easy to talk about because you've used it for a long time. So pick products that are easy to talk about for you personally. Next thing is pick products that are easy to show and demonstrate. Something that you can hold in your hand, something like this. It doesn't like something that is huge or ginormous can be kind of hard because then you have to like record it and walk around it. So I like to just review products for on-site commissions with what I can hold in my hand. It just makes it a lot more easy and convenient to review. And the third thing is kind of like what I was saying before is try to avoid products that have a tendency to bring up personal information or like too much personal experience where you're talking about this huge transformation. And I'm referring to products that maybe you eat or consume or put on your skin or, any kind of like healing or stuff like that. So just have it be like a physical product like this. It'll be a lot easier to get approved with and to avoid those mistakes of disclosing too much personal information. Now let's talk about the best practices to upload. So I will show you how to upload on your mobile phone and on a desktop. But before I do, a couple of things is 1, when you title the video, just have it be something simple. Say something like, my honest review of this blank, and then say the product name. Don't say the brand, but just what the product is, like what it's called, I guess. Or you could say something like, my experience or my honest experience using this blank, and then fill in the blank with your product name. The next thing is going to be any kind of thumbnail. So that's a question is like, should I use thumbnails? Should I not? For on-site commissions, I would not use thumbnails. Just let Amazon take a random picture of your video and use it as a thumbnail. But don't add in like a custom thumbnail on Canva. I do add in thumbnails on my videos on my storefront, and I do it for every product, but not for on-site commissions. You want to remove any chances of you getting rejected, and that can be a chance. All right. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like uploading your review videos on your desktop and also your mobile phone. And now, if you already know how to do that, but you're still unsure on like what exactly to say, like this script for your review videos for on-site commissions, I have this video up here. I'm going to link above where I go in depth on what I call the perfect review script to get approved. It's a timeless gem. It will work for you. It's worked for so many others. Watch that video. I promise you, you will get approved with your review video script. So watch that if you're on that step, or if you want to learn how to upload on your mobile phone or desktop, then I'm going to show you right here. You're going to come right into your storefront, your hub, and it should look just like this. Okay. Now, once you're here, I want you to click Manage Content and then click Video. And you should see something like this if you are trying to get approved for on-site commissions. Maybe you're already approved. If so, that's great. But typically, if you're still trying to get approved, you're going to see the blue lock. It says 0 of 3 videos submitted. So let's go ahead and upload our first video. But I'm going to go back to my storefront just to make things simple, and then click Create Content on the top left and then Post Video. That way I can just drag my video onto this window from my desktop. And so I'm going to upload it, and then I'll just say something like, my full review of this air compressor tool. Okay, now I want to show you the easiest way to upload your review videos using your phone. Instead of recording a product review video with your phone and dragging it onto a desktop, it's much more convenient to just open up the Amazon app and upload it there. So, for example, I just reviewed these smart glasses, and the video is on my phone. So first thing I'm going to do is open up the Amazon app. And before we upload the video, we need to know how to actually find it, how to actually tag it correctly. 2 ways you can do that. One, if you search for it ahead of time, and it'll be saved in the browser history, so it'll be easier to tag. But another huge tip, if you never know for sure, like, okay, I've reviewed this product, how do I tag it correctly? A huge hack is I will open up the camera where the search bar is, and then I'm going to take a picture of my glasses. Hopefully that was a good picture. And what it's going to do is Amazon, using their smart AI system, they're going to be partnering and pairing that with similar products on Amazon that look the same. And they're usually pretty spot on. So as you can see, here are the glasses. I'll click that, making sure it's the right one. And I'm going to kind of leave it there for now. And if I really wanted to, I could click the share button, and you could see the commission rate. It's with Creator Connections right now at 10%. So that's really good. So now let's go back into the home button. I'm going to click the little figure icon, and then I'm going to scroll down to where it says Amazon Influencers, and then Create Content. I'm going to go ahead and click Post Video, and we are going to pick the video from our photo library. So I'll click that, and here's my review video, and I'll give it a second to upload. So now that it's uploaded, as you can see, we have 4 options to tag the product. We can go from our idea list, our orders, browse history, subscriptions. I always will click browse history, and it's not on there. And okay, I scroll down and here it is. So I will click add product and then done. And then I'll come up with the title, really simple. My honest thoughts about these smart glasses. And it's uploading a little bit more. It does take some time to upload. If I wanted to, I could edit and add a thumbnail. You can actually do this with the Canva app. For getting approved for on-site commissions, I don't really recommend doing a thumbnail, but it is an option. And you can always post videos and have them sit for some time and then go back and then add a thumbnail later if you want. So that's just another option. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope those tips were helpful for you. If so, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.